This is Coach Odum, head coach here at Orlando Evans High School. Uh, One of the things I've learned going into the second year is that it's a lot of responsibilities on the head coach. It's a lot of things. This machine that has a lot of moving parts. So for me, it's been just relying on my coaches to help me get through this process and help this team out. Now, with the coaching staff, Coach Malcolm, going into his second year as our offensive coordinator, you can see light years difference from last year to this year, how he's calling plays, how he's familiar with everything. And what I like about Coach is he's always one way with everybody, so if he's getting on this kid about this or that, he's getting on the next one the same way. So nobody can ever say that he likes this one more or that one more. He's very structured and he's always the same. Coach Han is very strategic with everything he does. He's my guy that I go to whenever we get ready to plan something like this trip. I go to him. He's gonna have it set up. He's gonna do everything like in order. It's gonna be done very, very, very fine. And that's the way he is on the field. Everything is gonna be covered. If we running this coverage, we're running this coverage for a reason because he's gonna cover every gap, every zone. Everything is gonna be covered. Well, Coach Chad we have a history. We go all the way back, from him being in middle school. So I know him way back in the day. So I already knew what he was going to do when he comes to coach. He's a very energetic guy, fresh out of college. So I don't really see a difference with him because he approached the situation the same way the last 2 years. He's going to get out there and run the routes and show the guys what's going on. And last year being his first year coaching, we just wanted him to coach the receivers. But this year, I gave him the title of pass game coordinator because it involved him more. And I just saw something in him that I know that we can use his knowledge of the game, his experience, his youth, all of that. And that's where we're going with him. It's been a really, really big step up with Coach Panky coaching the linebackers, coming over, helping us out. His knowledge of the game it's like no other. We were in the locker room joking and playing around the other day as a staff, and one of the coaches said, "Coach, you've been coaching longer than my age," and he was like, "Yeah, I have." And it's just so that knowledge is, that's something that I can sit down and ask him a question, and he can answer a question for me. I can lean on him about different situations, not just linebackers, not just defense, just overall to help this team out, and that's what I've got from him. Coach Karlos doing a great job with those backs. That's what we kind of want to base our offense off of. Toughness, and that comes from the community of Pine Hills. I know you guys that live over here, you have to be tough to make up out of this community. So I always wanted to take that and turn that into a positive. So for him just coming, working with D4, last year with Chris. He was pretty much a running back for us. JD was very special. This year we brought Cam. He came into the fold and he hadn't disappointed at all. So those guys are headed in the right direction. I think Coach Carroll has played a major role in that. Those guys pretty much came back. So it's been just a steady grind for those guys. Coach Flex has done a really, really great job. He is another coach that we go back in the day and we've been buddies for a while. And also I want to let them know Coach Fletcher and Chad, myself, we all rattlers. So that makes it easy to deal with one another. And I know their makeup and background, where they come from, because we all played at the same university. So that helps it out a lot. So I know what to expect from those guys. And every time that offensive line step on the field, I know they're going to know what they're doing. They're going to be tough. They're going to be aggressive. And that's, the core of the team. That's where everything starts up front. Coach Greg has taken a real big leadership role with the staff this year. I texted him and I kind of wanted him to take over the special teams as well. So he's like our special team coordinator. And, he's done a great job. And along with coaching the safeties with myself and the DBs, so he's a young guy and he's still learning. But anything you ask him to do, he'll do it. He's right on it, and he's very strategic. He gets with Coach Hand. He knows everything about the defense, special teams. So he's been a very plus for me.